Chapter 4. Removing the 5 biggest manifestation limitations. Now that you have a better understanding of how manifestations work, let us begin the actual process of manifesting as you read. Just as one does not need complete technical knowledge to operate a computer, it helps if you have some knowledge about how your computer works to more effectively operate it. Similarly, you do not need to know the intricacies of the universal creation process. All that is needed is the basic background information as conveyed in the previous chapters. If new and specific information is needed along the way, it will be easily acquired by you through non-physical and telepathic means. What does the process of manifesting as you read involve? As you read through the next few chapters of this book, I will first direct you to clear up common blocks surrounding your manifestations. Next, we will improve our connection to the things and conditions we are manifesting in our lives. Finally, we will create an opening to allow these desired conditions to flow into our daily lives. The process of manifesting as you read does not depend on your belief or faith in the manifestation process. It is my intention to transform you into an effective and efficient creator, someone who is able to manifest anything at a moment's notice. Manifestations should not be left to chance, belief, or faith. The creation process is beyond all that. A powerful feature built into the manifest as you read process is that it automatically bypasses your limited thinking mind. One part of my message is directed at your thinking mind. This gives your mind something to think about and occupy itself with. Another part of my message is directed at that broader non-physical awareness, what we call not mind. When we combine both elements of the process together, we end up with a highly effective tool that effectively engages the mind and not mind. When we engage the mind, we ensure that it does not interfere in the manifestation process. When we tap into the not mind, we are harnessing the powers of creation to bring your intentions into physical reality. So even though you may not consciously connect with or understand all the words that follow, just simply sweeping your eyes across the words will work in allowing you to absorb the information. You do not need to mentally understand any of the information that I will convey in the rest of this book for the process to work for you. Your higher self will retain and work on all of it perfectly. Let us start with dissolving the common blocks surrounding our manifestations. The first blocks that prevent people from getting what they want are mental and self-imposed. For example, we could have questions about the appropriateness or the morality of our intentions and desires. Is it all right to ask for this? Is it all right to ask for so much money? Is it all right to ask for the fulfillment of this desire? These and similar self-imposed thoughts about morality, judgments, and societal standards keep us trapped. In the previous chapter, I explained that there is nothing inherently good or bad, moral or immoral about a desire. Asking for $1 million could be perceived as something bad, but what if you turned around and donated that $1 million to charity? Does that suddenly turn a greedy desire into something good? If we cannot get past the first step of asking for what we truly want, it will be difficult to even state an intention in the first place. Thus, the first step is to be completely neutral about any intention or desire you may have. See it like that, just another intention and desire. As you read these words, use your not mind to dissolve any positive or negative questions and judgments surrounding your intentions and desires. Direct the dissolving process to occur until you feel completely okay about having an intention or desire. This is not a force or false sense of being all right with your intention. You will know that something is done forcefully when you have to exert willpower to think in a certain way. But this process is not about mental thought. Feel completely at peace and neutral with having that intention or desire. The second general block that prevents the manifestation of intentions and desires is not knowing if it is feasible or realistic. This sense of not wanting to ask for too much stems from past feelings and disappointments about not having our intentions fulfilled. Perhaps you have tried many different manifestation techniques and read many books on the subject, but with little or no results. Perhaps your results have been mixed. The cumulative effect of all those past negative experiences can result in disappointment and the desire to avoid any future disappointments. Once again, notice how your limited mind is imposing all these limitations on your future manifestations. From this point forward, we want to remove all the cumulative negative effects of your past manifestations. Direct, not mind, to dissolve all the past negative effects of manifestations and also the experience of not getting what you want. Direct, not mind, to dissolve the effect of the past from affecting your future manifestations. You want your future manifestations to be 100% effective and to proceed from a clean slate. The third general block that affects many people is not knowing how to get what they have asked for. This general sense of not knowing prevents them from asking what they want. As mentioned, our limited thinking minds only knows what it has experienced before or what it has acquired from others. If you turn to your limited thinking mind for solutions, it is always going to churn out something based on what you have done in the past or what it thinks is going to work based on what you have observed from others. Sometimes this could work. If you are solving a technical problem, for instance, it could help to follow in the footsteps of others and follow their proven steps. But this also becomes a sticking point when manifesting because your mind demands to see a clear path to your goal before proceeding. If it fails to see such a clear path, you start getting into the realm of the unknown, and your mind starts bringing you more confusion or desperation. Once you recognize how the mind works, you can let it go. There is no need to see a clear path to any of our manifestations. Dissolve using not mind the need to see a clear path to your manifestation or the need to have any of the steps laid out before you. Instead, the direct path to your manifestations is through not mind, where there is not any path at all. Your mind thinks in terms of time, space, and the logical sequence of events. Time and space only exist and make sense in the realm of our minds. In not mind, time and space does not exist, and therefore it would be absurd to speak of any causality as we conventionally know it. Remember that you do not have to mentally understand any of this. Instead, just know that there is something there. There is something beyond the mind which the mind cannot conceptualize or understand. This is the stateless state where manifestations occur. In the moment, use not mind to dissolve the need for any clear path or understanding of how your manifestations will come to you. allow yourself to move into the realm of the unknown. Moving into the realm of the unknown leads to confusion for many people. When they do not know how their manifestations are going to come to them, they end up in a state of confusion, desperation, or fantasy. These are all projections of a mind that is desperate to get what it wants and becomes more desperate with each passing day. I fell into this trap myself, often becoming obsessed with various rituals and perceived quote-unquote signs from the universe. Every seeming sign or signal from the universe was analyzed for clues as to whether the universe was trying to tell me something or nudge me in a particular direction. Remember, when willpower is involved, that means you are moving in the opposite direction and working against yourself. Anytime you have to use force in the manifestation process is a sign that you should ease things off a bit and let yourself settle back into the flow. Allow yourself to proceed with life normally without receiving any specific steps or answers. Use not mind to dissolve the need to do anything physically. The fourth major block that affects people is the passage of time after stating their initial desire. This is related to the earlier block in which the passing of time affects how they feel about their intentions and desires. Use not mind to dissolve the uncertainties that the passing of time creates. You want your manifestations to occur outside of time and beyond time, instead of being concerned about how long they will take. Use not mind to directly remove the element of time from your manifestations. Once you do, your manifestations will be instant and will have to occur very quickly. As I fine-tune my manifestation process, I find that there is very little time needed between holding an intention and the manifestation of that intention or desire. In fact, time is another mentally imposed limitation on the process. Mentally worrying about how much time something will take or when or how it will come to you slows things down even further. The influence of our minds on our manifestations slows things down such that your manifestations may not even occur at all. The most effective way is to remove any influence or dependence on time for your manifestations. Finally, the fifth general block that hinders manifestations is insisting that they have to come into our lives in a certain way. It is all right if you have a clear picture of how you want something to come into your life, but most of the time, it is a better idea to leave it open-ended. There is an infinite number of ways through which something can come into your experience. Why limit the possibilities by insisting that money can only come to you through the lottery? Be open to any and all possibilities. Use not mind to dissolve your blocks about methods, possibilities, and means of how something will come into your physical life experience. In summary, the 5 general manifestation blocks that prevent people from effectively and quickly manifesting anything are 1. Questioning your intentions or desires. 2. Past negative experiences from not getting what you want. 3. Not knowing how an intention will be fulfilled. 4. Affected by the passing of time in relation to their intentions. And 5. Insisting on certain ways of fulfillment. These 5 manifestation blocks operate at the general level regardless of the specific content of your intentions. As long as these limitations are present, you will find yourself experiencing little results no matter what you ask for. That is why these general limitations have to be completely dissolved and dealt with before the specifics of your intentions can be addressed. As you read this, Not Mine will remove the collective and cumulative influence of these limitations from your past experiences. As you move forward with the manifestation process, you will directly use Not Mine to state your intentions and desires with zero questions. You will be all right with having any and all of your intentions and desires. You will find it all right to ask for anything that you desire or not ask for anything that you do not desire. You will exercise your power of discernment in a way that is just right for you. Your past negative experiences with manifesting and other manifestation teachings will not interfere with your current and future creation experiences. Your past failures or disappointments will have no effect on your future results. You will state an intention and hold it purely without needing to know how it will come to you. You will be completely open and free to experience any way in which the intention will enter into your physical life. Finally, the passing of time will have no relation or no effect on your intentions. The element of time will be completely removed from your intentions and manifestations. Time will no longer be a requirement for the fulfillment of your desires. You will experience no emotions or reactions regarding the passage of time or any limitations related to time. You will be all right if an intention takes a short time, a long time, or no time at all.